Hello. Uh,
Hello.
hello, stream.
Hi.
To the ASMR of cream being whipped. We're back with the modding for the D&D world into Crusader Kings 3. Today I have two guests again, much like last week, but not the same people. We've got Tom. Introduce yourself, please.
Hello, I am Tom. I'll be speaking mostly about Pokemon probably in this stream, I would have thought.
Yeah, he's the Poke rep today.
I'm the Poke guy.
And Caleb.
Hi, I'm the cream whipper.
The cream whipper.
Which is that background noise you'll be hearing for about 8 more minutes, hopefully. And I have Arceus, but have yet to play it. So I think I'm the D&D rep today.
So yeah, so check out at Spiky Plays Games and at the Cream Whipper on.
Do you know what? I'm
going
to change my Instagram. Yeah, I'm going to change my Instagram handle to
that. So we had a request last week, by the way, for a character in the mod from one of the Twitch viewers, White Cyclop BR. Oh wait a bit, I gotta pick up a huge bucket of water here. But still don't see the freaking Okay. But yes, so we've got his character will make an appearance in the mod.
Cool.
Dornan Romanus. I will here. So this is a good time to talk about how characters will work in this mod.
Oh, that's very nice.
So, D&D, or Crusader Kings is obviously everyone is human. So going into a D&D world where there's all these different races is going to be an interesting one. So I'm going to try and make it so that I can put a trait on them which changes their physical characteristics to make them look more like the race. So like for a halfling, that'll be easy. It'll basically just put height times 0.5. There you go. That's a halfling.
Okay.
For anything else, maybe not so easy. But yes. So now, in terms of mod, what is this half and half Napoleon down here at the bottom left of the screen?
I don't know.
That's terrifying.
Does it say logo?
Who knows?
Or logs?
Logs. Logan.
Oh, log.
It's just Logan. Check out Logan down here in the bottom left. So for this part of the mod, I'm just going to be adding the what are they called? Houses, places, towns, and the different aspects of each province that allows them to know where the men are, the armies are.
So what is... I should probably have looked at this before, but what is Crusader Kings?
So Crusader Kings 3 is the newest installment in the Crusader Kings franchise, which is what I think is Paradox's best games. Don't at me. I know there's a lot of Hearts of Iron fans out there, and Stellaris and Europa Universalis, but I really enjoy the Crusader Kings. They're basically role-playing games on a map.
Right, okay.
So you see this map here like this.
Yeah.
Actually, if I go out of this, I'll go out of the do not save because I haven't changed anything. Can have a look at my desktop. That's all private information removed from it because I learned that in the very first stream.
Very good, very good.
What did you do? Did you have like... Oh,
no, it was just files and stuff in
the
the background folders that was like people's names and things, and I was like, maybe not. But oh crap, hang on. So
it had don't lie. It had like Aaron's dick pics on like a huge
my
folder.
nudes just in the top right corner. For
they actually weren't even in a folder. They were just like
no, they're actually hidden somewhere on the screen right now.
Like really small, with the they're on like 90% like see-through.
You can find my nudes. So the music we have in the background, by the way, is from Pokemon Arceus, Pokemon Legends Arceus.
Oh, hold on, man. I need to have a look at this and see what music it is.
The game that came out. It's just,
yeah.
It's just, the stuff.
Very nice.
I'm going to assume it's nice.
Wait, what the hell?
Is it like? Yeah. Let me ask you a quick question, Tom. Seeing as you are quite far through Arceus.
Yeah.
So, on a scale of like, let's think open world games. On a scale of like Breath of the Wild, which for me is like top tier, like absolute top tier open world game, to like the early Assassin's Creed games, like Brotherhood, where they're like it's kind of like a sandbox effect, but you can run around and do what you want. Like, where does it rate?
I would say it's kind of on the lines of like Monster Hunter, really.
Oh, okay.
Or
Sure.
like Xenoblade. So it's like big open areas, but you can't go to every single area on the map. You have to go out of a certain area to kind of move on.
I would say the Monster Hunter comparison is very good because it's
That's
like different set pieces, and you have to like report in to actually go back to the hub town.
Yeah, exactly. Like you need to. I think it's like you need to have like a rank or something. Like maybe every rank or two, then you can go on to the next area or something.
Yeah.
And that allows you to, I think, catch like higher trained Pokemon or something along those lines. I think I kind of rushed through the game, but I still remember most of it.
So this on the stream right now is what Crusader Kings normally looks like. You got a big map. This is just all the different counties here. Oh, they're all naked. Why are they all naked?
Oh God!
They're all naked and they all look basically the same. Yeah, I know. But yeah, you play a character and you play across. You can through naughty things and stabbing and war and all that. You build up your territory and then you can make duchies or kingdoms. And it's basically a role playing game told through these windows, but on a map like this.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
This looks a lot different from the last time that I was modding, so that's unnerving. A new DLC did come out actually recently, so that might have something to do with it. But for now.
So did you like create the terrain as well? Like, because I saw there was like a mountain area or something.
I had to use I had to make a height map, which is horrendous because, as I've said in the stream several times before, the human eye is not made to discern the difference between different shades of grey.
Yeah.
But then once you get it into the map editor, which we're about to open up here, you can, fine tune the terrain. So far, I've only done this little peninsula that we're working on at the minute, because it's a lot of work beyond it. But yeah, it's fun.
Is it like a lot of coding as well to mod this?
Yeah, but it's not difficult. It's just monotonous and repetitive.
Right.
At least to get the provinces in, there's a lot of, and yeah, later on, getting the traits in to make them look like the different D&D races and stuff will probably have a lot more in-depth coding to it. But for now, yeah.
The real question is, how long would you have to mod this before we could live out the Felia and Caddy take over the world fantasy, power fantasy?
Oh, God. Well, I'd have to get Tieflings and Drow in for a start.
Yeah. That's number one. Number one, yeah.
Drow are probably just quite far. I mean, Drow are probably going to be an easy thing once I've got elves sorted. I could probably just do elves, and then Drow are elves
purple
with grey skin. Yeah, or purple skin or whatever. Yeah. Those little things.
What about Tiefling?
Tieflings are going to be a nightmare.
How the fuck are you doing those horns? Like, you've got to have some weird, like, flesh extension, or give them all the same hat.
No, I don't know how to 3D model, so I'd need to find someone who does.
Alex might.
I was about to say, yeah.
Alex might, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Alex, what are you doing?
Yeah, is he joining the stream or is he? What's going on?
I had not heard back. He may be in the chat. Alex, if you're in the
Are
chat.
you there?
Are you still there? Take a note. Wait, delay. Stream delay. But, yeah, so. Oh, there's the...
Yeah, well, okay, so, like, I haven't whipped cream by hand for a long time because I have an electric whisk. Because I'm not a loser, but I didn't want to have an electric whisk.
Calling out everyone who uses.
Do you not have an electric whisk? I have 2 electric whisks. Okay, look. Okay, but I didn't want to have it on during stream because that shit is loud. So I'm doing it by hand, so it's just like a dull, monotonous, like thud in the background. But it means it's taking fucking forever.
Hmm.
So I don't know. I'll be doing this for a bit. It's getting thicker gradually.
Good.
I'll give you cream. I'll give you cream updates as we go.
Oh,
please no. Cream updates.
Cream updates. Yeah.
Request a cream update if you want to know how
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
going. So I'm just placing
For
the locations here, by the way.
For my top tier OnlyFans members, you'll get cream updates on the hour every hour.
that's some premium content right there. God.
That is
Whoa.
Premium.
Oh no!
There we go.
Bad. Nah.
We did it. We got there, boys. Oh, that's.
So what are you doing here then? So are you creating?
I'm placing where the buildings should be in each territory, and it should also be where the units are. But
right,
that is an invisible unit for some reason.
Oh.
And all these things are invisible.
As in units of soldiers.
Yeah, the armies themselves.
Are they disappeared because like you're too far away from the island, or?
No, I don't know what it might be something to do with the new update. It might have screwed me over big time.
Oh no!
I hope not.
Oh, that would suck.
I mean, so far everything that has been done has not been something that's been changed in the new DLC. So,
that's fair enough.
Fingers crossed. This will be all right. Well.
Wow.
Oh no! Right, a delayed reaction there.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good. It's fine.
So, concerns rising about how the new update may have.
Oh god.
I mean,
did it say?
we could.
No, that probably didn't save there. But I only placed like
Okay.
4 things.
Okay, that's alright then.
We could jump to Arceus potentially.
Mhm.
Yeah.
If it's
Well, the
yeah.
other idea
we'll
I had for this, since playing Arceus, was a Pokemon mod for this game, which would be quite something. I looked up on the Steam Workshop to see if anyone had any similar ideas, and no results for Pokemon at all.
Oh,
Not even like
okay.
leader portrait or like emblem thing. So that's good. It means it would be a fresh idea.
Is it possible?
What are you going to do?
Yeah,
Have
well-
Munchlax marching from the north to conquer the entire southern lands?
Let's
Oh my God.
I'll walk you through the idea here. I'll open up Crusader Kings here. Maybe this can, if there is issues that I might need to resolve outside of stream for the D&D mod, then we can use this as a workshop for a Pokemon mod. A brainstorming session. That might be good.
That'd be cool.
Let me just.
Oh, I do love your background of the SR2 Normandy.
The Normandy,
plot.
yeah.
Yeah. The Mass Effect 2 Cerberus Normandy. I've recently been doing Inquisition, Dragon Age Inquisition, and
Oh.
I feel very bad that I've been ignoring this other masterpiece of BioWare's. You know?
Yes, yeah.
This is
I've
another
already
game I need
played
to add to
through
my list.
Mass Effect like 4 times
Mm.
in its entirety. So
Yeah. I actually met someone the other week. I say met the other week. We were at a party and I don't remember their name, but they were like, "Oh, I do streams," and I was like, "What do you stream?" And they were like, "Oh, RPGs." You wouldn't know it, and I was like, "What kind of RPGs?" They were like Mass Effect and stuff, and I was like, "Ah, a Mass Effect streamer." I'll remember to tell Aaron about this. He would be interested, and I just didn't. I just didn't tell you. I completely forgot.
So this is just a save that I have where I was trying to reclaim Britannia as the Celts from Wales.
Mhm.
That Denmark is horrendous. Look how spread apart that
gosh.
is.
Oh
It's
my
like a
God.
plague on Europe. Sorry, any Danish people. But yeah, so one of the new things is this, an inventory system, which I think you could add a little box in here that says Pokemon Companion.
Okay.
Or another line here that has like 6 Pokemon that you could have. And in the royal court that you can actually look in here, this is all new. You could have your little Pokemon, your primary
what
companion,
team?
kind of sitting next to your throne.
Oh my god. Okay.
I think that might be fun.
Would you have to model the Pokemon then? Like you would have to actually create the Pokemon.
Yeah, you'd have to
model?
model them, but
Oh my gosh.
all the
okay.
creative work is done there. It's just the technical side of things.
Yeah.
And because it's a mod, you don't need to worry about copyright.
I don't
So-
think Nintendo's going to sue you, mate. Don't worry about it.
No. So you could put a little Charmander or something in there. You'd start with the original ones, Gen 1 stuff to make it easy.
No, you go straight to Bidoof, man. Like, Bidoof.
Oh yeah, Bidoof everywhere.
Bidoof everywhere.
And you could have it where sometimes, say, you've got maybe not a big conquering thing, but like maybe a small, it's full of people on the well. I will wait until 7 minutes anyway. How do you fill the map? It looks like Britain to me. Yeah, we're just chatting about a possible Pokemon mod here, seeing as we've all got Arceus on the brain at the minute.
Yeah.
So what we could do is have the new thing where you could have a Pokemon here, and yeah, you could have it where events come up related to your Pokemon, where or you could find Pokemon. You could go out on like a Pokemon hunt. That's maybe
No, I like that. A Pokemon
hunt. Very medieval. It's just
Yeah,
how would
yeah.
Pokemon fit into a medieval world?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm on.
Would there be a catching
I like it.
system?
Would there be what?
Would there be a catching system, or would it just be like you go to that place and
Well,
just like
in the world of Pokemon, Pokeballs are a relatively they're a technological invention.
yeah.
There's
Hold on, don't they
680
also
plus
exist in
Pokemon.
Arceus?
No, we would start with Gen 1. Yeah, they've got them in Arceus, but they're still more technologically
Yeah,
advanced in Arceus
It's
than
still weird
this.
though, because like I think it's like steam powered, but I mean, a steam powered Pokeballs. I feel like I still quite. They shouldn't
Yeah.
really
Poke
work
arrows.
now, in growth.
Enchanted arrows that fire Pokemon out. Yeah, no, I don't know how that would work. I mean, you could introduce some sort of thing to make them, or it could just be that they would be your companions in the way that they would just hang around with you. So it would be more difficult to get the Pokemon, where you'd have to actually befriend them and get them to stay with you rather than just throw a ball at them and they'd be fine with you.
Yeah.
Perhaps you could have certain Pokemon are only attainable after you take a certain region. Like they become a companion then. So like you
That
could
would
have
be
like,
cool.
oh, I really want a Charizard, but fuck, I've got to conquer southern France to get it.
Yeah, I mean, what's in the Pokemon Go is like Mr. Mime is region locked to like France or something, isn't he? Or just Europe or something?
Is he?
He's all of Europe. He's all of Europe.
Yeah, something like that. A little. Well, Justinian the Great conquers Rome with a Lucario. William the Conqueror with a Bulbasaur. The Battle of Hastings with an Ivysaur just at the top of the hill. That could be quite fun. But yeah, like you'd have like maybe Britain. You'd have like well, you could put the Galar Pokemon in.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
something? I can't remember now. Like Grookey.
Obstagoon. Love
my
Obstagoon. Fucking love Obstagoon.
And which Pokemon game is based in like fake France?
It's
Gen 5. Yeah.
Yeah, you could put them in like the whole French region there.
Got some ideas now.
You got some ideas.
Sprouting.
The great Genghis Khan conquering the world with a Jigglypuff. You just hear over the
not a
steppe.
Kangaskhan Khan. Not a Kangaskhan Khan, like what he's based. No.
Jigglypuff in Smash Bros though, like that can kill you. He can one hit KO you.
Yeah, you need to go on an adventure all the way out to the Mongolian dunes to find Jigglypuff. Yeah, Genghis Khan and his Kangaskhan would be a nice combination. I'm just trying to think of who or what Pokemon His Holiness the Pope would have by his side.
Mr. Mime for certain. He's the yeah, absolutely. He's the creepiest one. It's gotta be Mr. Mime.
Mr. Mime.
Is it? Well, have you seen Mr. Rhyme? There's a new guy.
Oh, yeah.
Is he the one
I
that
think
looks
he's
very
less
dapper?
creepy than Mr. Mime.
Although I suppose, you could probably. Well, so Mr. Rhyme could be the guy in like if you took over the UK, I suppose. He's kind of like a Charlie Chaplin kind of guy.
Yes, yeah.
I think is he not based off the guy from Singing in the Rain?
Oh, is he? Oh, you might be right.
Yeah, he's got the umbrella and he does the little dance. He's got the top hat on.
This is Mr. Rhyme, by the way, for anyone who doesn't. Not Mr. Mime.
Hear that?
Masca Cadabra. Yeah.
Look at that dude.
Oh boys, it's getting thicker.
Cream up.
We're nearly there. We're nearly there. Oh.
The ones about Pokemons, only ridiculous ones like the ice cream. God, the ice cream one could be in Italy. Isn't that where ice cream comes from? You get the guy in charge of the King of Italy at the start of the game, just with the ice cream. What's it called? Like,
oh, it's Vanillux. Do you know what? I actually like that Pokemon. It's actually really cool. I'm like the only person who likes that Pokemon. I think it's like Vanillux or something.
Remodelon.
I really like the chandelier one, but not the big one, the middle one that looked like a lantern. I really like that one.
Oh, is it Lampent? Lampent?
Yeah, say that.
Lampent. Yeah,
The ice cream Pokemon shall be the strongest. The ice cream Pokemon, yeah, you could just freeze all your enemies.
Yeah.
Because in Pokemon, they never use their powers against people. But
No.
A medieval king would probably bend those rules a bit.
Well, isn't the Pokemon lore that they just got off like a huge war where they did use Pokemon to kill each other?
Is it?
Yeah, there is. There is like a. I think it's an X and Y. There was like a big Pokemon war, but it's not actually like part of the main story of the game. It's just kind of like mentioned.
I thought it was in the manga. There was like that was the pre-context. Like
it could actually. I tell you what, you might be right there. I think it's in the anime as well.
I do not know, Tom. You are the Pokemon expert.
Well, I've read like the Diamond and Pearl mangas, but like only the first like 2 or 3. But I have seen,
JoJo World would be good. Sorry, just responding to one of the.
No, that's right.
Where every king has a stand.
Yeah, like there is like Pokemon that have got like cut off limbs and stuff in the manga, isn't there?
Yeah, and also like some of the Pokemon's effects are like only directly harmful to humans, like Hypno. Hypno can only hurt humans. Like,
Oh.
it eats the dreams of kids or something. And if it does so, they never wake up.
Oh God.
Now I'm thinking about maybe adding something like that to the D&D mod, just because there's ideas rolling now about how I could work together. I can't spell. Map Edirot.
They do have some like weird, like I think there's one from Gen 7, like I think called like Palisand, which like absorb the souls of kids.
Yeah.
If they fall into quicksand or something like that.
Crap.
Yeah, and like there are like a dozen of them that are straight
Dornan?
up just ghosts of human beings.
Yeah.
Like Yamask. Yamask is just straight up a ghost of someone who died. It carries around its own face.
That is terrifying.
That is proper scary. Could you imagine as well if it was someone new? So then it's like a Pokemon carrying around the face of like your granddad or something, but then you could also treat it like a slave.
Just be like, yo, Jim, you're looking worse for wear. What's happened to you? You're just a floating mass now.
What?
Very light-hearted take on this horrible, horrible event. The cream is done, boys. The cream is done.
Nice.
So that Dornan Romanus, actually, with this drawing, I like the idea that he's one of the warlords with that fucking massive spiky mace that he's got.
He kind of looks like Ganondorf.
A bit.
Yeah.
That toothy grin is definitely terrifying.
I didn't whip enough cream. Fuck.
Iron mace.
Are you filling the cake now?
I am. I'm multitasking.
Oh my God.
The armor design of this character is very cool, and I would definitely want to steal that if I could 3D model and put that into the world as armor, because it definitely has a really good fantasy vibe to it.
Yeah.
With the black and the gold and the kind of Roman thing at the top. I think I will be scaling down the world to fit really the middle continent, because I would like to release at some point within the next decade.
So wait, are you? So can you the like the ones that aren't coloured in with like grass and stuff, like the other continents?
Mm-hmm.
Is that something you're also going to add to it?
Yeah.
But not...
So this entire continent here is the main kind of focal point, and that will be added. That'll be. But I've just kind of gone over this one as my trial, my test. If you steal Dornan, at least make him important. Yeah, big warlord, big event-based warlord maybe would be a nice one. But no, this just so I could test with the map modding and adding the provinces and stuff. And all the provinces were added nicely. It's just, for some reason, with the new update, everyone's naked.
Nice.
Yeah!
Nice.
Maybe that should be the game, though. Just have a whole bunch of, like, naked guys. Just, like, rolling around.
Nudist. Yeah. That's how I remember history. Like...
Something's changed.
Yeah, clothes weren't invented until, like, the 1990s anyway, so...
Oh, of course, yeah. Right, let me try placing a few of these.
Fingers
Please
crossed
doesn't
doesn't
crack.
break. I'm using the tense music now.
Yeah, the lovely Pokemon Arceus battle music in the background.
How would you rate the soundtrack for Arceus?
Oh, right, guys. Like, obviously this is Legends Arceus is like kind of like a prequel to Diamond and Pearl.
Mm-hmm.
There are like a lot of love letters, a lot of little nods.
Oh my God! Like, it's got to be one of the best soundtracks from Pokemon for sure. It's not like it's not the most extensive, but like when a theme, like for example, well, okay. Some of the battle themes are really good. There's one specific theme that I won't spoil, and I was playing it, and my brother was watching me go against this person, and some of the, I don't know, it just like some of the remixes, because they use the actual music from Diamond and Pearl and they kind of remix it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's like all using orchestra instruments and stuff, and so it sounds really rich. And I was going through the game and I was thinking, oh my god, this is like, in terms of music, this has got to be one of the best Pokemon games for sure.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's pretty cool. Well, I do love the Diamond Pearl soundtrack. Me and Hannah are currently doing the we're doing the remakes. And I say we're doing the remake. She said she's not playing anymore because she got to the Elite Four, thrashed them all because the remakes are easier than the last ones. And then Cynthia, she lost on the last Pokemon on the Garchomp, and she was like, I'm not doing it again. And I'm like, you're so close. You're so close.
I tell you what, that battle with Cynthia at the end is really, really tricky.
I love that though. I love that it's difficult.
Well,
yes.
So we are having issues now with the mod where it crashes. This was not doing this before we had the game updated, so I might need to look at updating proper. But for now,
sure,
we can continue going over the hype map. So I will show you, because neither of you are familiar with my D&D world, the thing that this mod is based off.
Nope.
So I will show you the old maps. Now, for anyone watching interested in how these maps were made, these are from Wonderdraft, which is a really good map tool. It's, I believe, a one-off payment, and then you own the app for life.
Oh.
There's no subscription or anything.
Yeah, I think you've shown us this before. I think I've seen this.
Oh, yeah, this, yeah.
That's cool.
So this is the world. So that's the place we're working on in a minute. And there it is there.
Yeah,
now, this map was made with Incarnate. Kailib, you're familiar with that, with the GameWare players in. Matt used Incarnate for his maps.
Oh, sure.
But yeah, this is what we're working on, and you can kind of see similarities between the 3D map we were looking at there and this. I think.
Mm-hmm.
Now, with D&D maps, obviously, there's a lot of very small areas that you don't see. You just kind of just have the major towns and stuff. There's no point in putting immense amounts of detail in when your players are going to gloss over the majority of it. But for Crusader Kings, it requires, each small province to be named as a town or something. So that's been the big issue. Coming up with hundreds of new names, which is what my previous guests have helped out with.
Do we get to name some stuff?
If I go onto the province creating, we need to.
Yeah, boy.
But this is the area that I think I want to work on next here. I might do these islands here because they're a bit easier, maybe. They'll be far away from the other place. So,
I like the detail. Pretty cool.
Yeah, they're a really good tool if you need it for your D&D stuff. Where am I? I'm trying to find stuff. Right. So, the one thing that I know will not break, I hope, will not break, is the map itself. Let me just open Photoshop here.
And that's it, the stream's dead. It's all gone.
And here we go. This is what a province map looks like. So every one of these blobs needs to be named.
Oh.
And I've only done
wow.
that so far. So yeah, we've got.
Can you not just make the provinces bigger?
But then it looks too bad in the game. And you need each county to be made up of several provinces, and then
Sure.
each of the places where a soldier can go is like an individual province. So if you make the provinces too big, they're basically teleporting around the map.
Hmm.
So yeah.
Great.
So I've overlaid the
Oh my gosh.
river map, which I haven't done for any other part of the world here, or the height map for any other part of the world. So you can see that I've tried to match a lot of the provincial borders up with rivers in different places. This is what we were doing last time. I did this whole area off stream just to finally fill in the whole Farthrush area there. So yeah, let's just have a look here. I might do the river map at a later point, but we can do the provinces here, so you guys can help come up with the names. Where am I? I've lost it. I'm lost again.
Do we have a theme for the names? They need to be medieval themed. Like what?
Here's the names that exist in this area already. Now the places are color coded by their predominant race. So you got the yellow is predominantly Aasimar.
Shit! Okay.
And the brown is predominantly Tabaxi. Well, I actually no, that's right. The brown places are places that have been taken over by orcs in an orcish invasion.
You're using foreign language to me right now. What?
All these areas are Tabaxi. So, all right, Tom, Tabaxi are cat people.
Okay.
Furry boys.
Right.
And Aasimar are basically half angels almost.
Okay.
And orcs are
orcs are if you don't know what orcs
half
are,
orcs,
then...
half orcs specifically, I think are one of the top tier races in D&D.
Yeah, to play, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, also like, I don't know, the toss do it for me, man. I don't want your judgment on this stream here today. Okay.
You're a Tuskophile, I see.
Tuskophile, yeah.
I hope that isn't some other horrifying thing.
Oh yeah, I don't want
is.
to. I don't want to Google that.
Well, you've got Kailib agreeing to it now. Yeah, Aasimar are basically angelic-looking human almost, and Tabaxi are just cat people. Think Khajiit from Skyrim.
I've got my first few names. I'm ready. I'm ready when you are.
Oh God, you already started making names? I was just thinking.
Yeah, man. I've got like the first 5. I've got names for the Tabaxi lands.
The Tabaxi lands. So you can see kind of a little bit of a, Elisari, Yasim, Kenilith, Laomi, and Nasaum for like the Tabaxi places, and all the Aasimar places ended with Guard because they're kind of like almost like a Norse inspired naming system there.
Oh God. Oh God, I don't know if any of these are good.
It doesn't have to be good. Like we had Fakwa, the other place last time.
Who did that? Who said that?
That was a combination between 2 people in the chat. Someone said like, name it after the water, and someone said name it after Fanny, which was like an Iron Brew commercial we were talking about.
Oh.
So combined Fanny and Aqua and got Fakwa. And that is embedded in the mod now, so
yeah.
Yay.
There forever.
There forever.
There forever.
For everyone who downloads it to see. Right, so this is the coding that goes into province creation.
Oh god.
Now,
Oh,
y'all are familiar with a bit of coding, ain't you?
Oh, God.
It's all I do all day, every day.
Yeah.
Like, it's all I do.
So you can see even just by looking at the text box on the right-hand side how monotonous this can be. I
I've
have
already got a
96 provinces so far. Hey, wait, it's added 2 extra ones.
That looks disgusting.
Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, the code actually looks relatively simple. It's just very repetitive.
Oh,
it must be a nightmare.
incredibly repetitive. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we've got the Kingdom of Farthras there under this empire thing. So we can add another kingdom here. Kingdom of Ishkan, which is what it's called. It's called the Ishkan Union in game, but like Union. Oh, that's government types are another thing that are different in the world that I don't know if I can convert over, but yeah. We'll just put that color like that for now. Oh, wait. Never mind. Did that wrong again. Ooh. So, color equals open bracket numbers. Those numbers are all RGB values, by the way, for color. 255, 255, 255 is white. That's, all of them have the white one. Right.
Sure.
And then we set up a capital. But we don't actually have the counties in yet, so that will remain like that. Just add a close to that there. And we do a duchy. Right, so there's the kingdom setup. And now we gotta actually draw the provinces. So I'm gonna start with the main one in the area, Alagard here.
Okay, so we're starting Angel.
Yeah, we're starting Asimar. Well, you've got the Tabaxi one sorted, haven't you?
No. We'll start Asimar. I'll save him for later.
We're saving them for later. Yeah, because there's a lot of empty space we're gonna need to cover here with names.
Hmm.
See, we've only got like 5 names on this main island here. So this,
I've got 2.
hey, it's better.
I got 2 for that island over there. So I don't.
Give me some lore on this big city to help inspire me. Just give me some like off the cuff lore about this big city.
It's an incredibly pious city. There's a lot of temples all over the place to each of the different gods. It's the capital of this union, and it is the seat of the queen. The union itself was formed from the Asimar areas and the Tabaxi areas when they joined together. When the the Tabaxi are not native to the continent. They fled from a different continent further out west when the orcs kind of did their thing over there. So now they're
as orcs do.
Yes, now they're a bit scared that the orcs are doing their thing over here.
Sure.
As you would be. So we'll go
I mean, orc girlfriend supremacy, but whatever.
Morian
was it, man.
Morian was it. That was a fun campaign that...
Honestly, the most useful character I've ever made. Like, like not a single other... Like, all the others have always just been completely incompetent in every aspect.
Let me just make sure that's about the right size for province. Maybe a bit small.
Oh, that's so small. Oh, my God.
Yeah. Big task here to mod.
And you're going to cover that entire map? Well, you said you weren't, were you? You said you weren't going to do like not all of it.
Well, I'm going to reduce the scope of it to this main continent here.
Okay, good.
And
Oh my god.
I have.
Oh yeah, just that main continent.
Jeez.
Do you know how many provinces are over here in the Farthrush area that's been completed? 99.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Well, you know, I
It does look
finished
pretty,
one
though.
out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 kingdoms. So it's 99. That's what 1290 something, 1287. Is that right? 13 times 99. Not like I have a degree in any form of.
No, me neither, mate. Don't worry.
Not from anywhere that matters. To be fair, like.
Sorry, just reading the chat here. Alagard would be a kingdom, a republic. Yeah, it is a kingdom, kind of, a constitutional monarchy. Also, where is your empire? The empire, no, the old empire that used to be here is collapsed and gone now. But the empire that would make up this area would be these three kingdoms. This kind of area here, which is a foresty elfy boy, wood elf boy kingdom. And then you got the halfling peninsula of Farthrush, and the Asimar Tabaxi kingdom of the Ishkan Islands here.
Oh, the Halfling Peninsula. I want to live there.
Yeah. Well, they're xenophobic, cut off
What?
from the world
You
by a nice
made
big
hobbits?
wall.
You made hobbits xenophobic in your world. What an actual cunt move.
Xenophobic hobbits. Well,
Oh.
400 years ago, there was a big war. They set up a nice big wall to keep the war away, and they ended up getting complacent and
You
corrupt.
made them Donald Trump. You made the hobbits Donald Trump in your world. Wow.
We have this comparison.
Wow.
Temple City. I also have two of that. Amanthuria and Aurelia. Amanthuria is just fantasy Jerusalem, while Aurelia is the capital of the world, like Rome, and it's a huge city, like a whole Tokyo in a fantasy world. Well, that's one thing that I struggled with when kind of figuring out fantasy cities and towns is the scale of them. Like, because it's a fantasy world, you do want some nice big cities, but like, how big is too big, especially for having players walk around it and be like, "Oh, we want to go down this alleyway now."
Yeah.
Ah!
Well, there's a solution there which I have come up with when I actually just finished DMing a game. Very sad, big sad ending. But like, you have the big fuck off mega city, like you do it, and then you get to describe it, have the scope, have the grandeur. But you put the main plot in like a single district.
Yes.
And they can be like, yeah, I want to go to this district, and I'm like, okay, so you want to go to the shopping district, you know, shopping, and maybe I'll make a street. Or like they want to go to the rich district, and then it's hard to get in or whatever. So I'll make a district for them to play in, and then like only make another district as and when like a whole plot thing is going to happen.
Yeah.
I quite like the idea of doing like a whole campaign in like one huge city, kind of like a Dragon Age 2 kind of thing. Yeah, like a Coruscant kind of thing. I think it'd be fun.
Yeah. That sounds like it could be cool. So what I'm doing with each of these is I have to create a clipping mask, so that if I do need to edit these in any way, there we go. I just accidentally coloured the rest of the world except the place I wanted to colour.
That invasion was extremely successful.
Yeah. No, with the Pokemon music in the background, it's got me thinking about the potential for the Pokemon mod again. Then,
what track's playing?
What track is playing? Let me check. End credits.
Oh gosh, okay. Oh, I do like that one actually. That's quite nice actually.
I'll put it back to the start. I don't know how audible it is on the stream. Anyone in chat? Can hear the music, let me know. Or can't hear the music, let me know even more. With magic, they can feed everyone, and the temples of the gods have the most sacred high priest. Okay, there's still corruption in the red district and the dark district. Yeah, I guess when you have a world of magic, you kind of have to wave away the logistical issues of a major city like that in a fantasy world or a medieval thing.
Yeah, or it's either you have to be like, oh yeah, like there's no food shortage because druids exist, or like there's no water problems, or you say that like only the rich use it. Like you have to pick either a class system or a utopia, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's I did that wrong. There you go. No, I think we were talking about this last stream of like, plagues can't reach all of the city, as it's a city with most inhabitants by nobles. The entire city has hygienic buildings to stop new diseases coming, and the fact that the city is seen as holy can also draw on multiples talents to the city. Yeah. Hygiene. Okay, right. D&D is a fantasy world. Yes, it's a medieval fantasy world though, and there's a lot of things that we would maybe. I don't know. Like no spoilers, but I don't know if either of you have been watching The Legend of Vox Machina.
I haven't seen. Okay. I haven't seen the last 3 episodes come out. So I've seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. However, I have seen the first campaign. So I'm fine for spoilers,
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
I would rather not know exactly what happens in the episodes coming up because it's still a story beat. But yeah, I've seen the campaign, so I'm not worried about
the major
spoilers.
story arcs. The major story beats, but there are a lot of interesting, fun things that happen in each episode.
Although to be fair, from the first 6 episodes that I've watched, all of the there are so many nods. Like, did you ever finish campaign 1?
I am 4 episodes from the end of it. I have steamed through it.
Oh, that's a lot, mate.
I have
so
absolutely.
You know them. You know them. So like the show is doing. It's a real love letter to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I love all the little bits, like even just like really small things, like Simon the Snake Belt and stuff like that.
Yeah. Like that came out.
And like stuff. Yeah, like things they don't even name or mention, it just happens. I'm like, that's really nice. There's also a lot of campaign 2 references, to be fair, which is really nice.
Yeah, I really love the door.
Oh, I love the door.
The door is
so good. So good.
Yeah, in a really good way where it made it unique for the show, but also like very good for the original scene.
Yeah, it's so good. I hope it's a running gag. Like I hope they just get their asses handed to them by doors all the time. That would just be great.
Yeah. It's just basically really is a utopia on needs and consumption, but is a literal hell on intrigue. Oh god, yeah, that sounds like if Rome survived to the modern world. Survive trust.
Do you know what? I did actually watch Vox Machina today for the first time.
What, The Legend of Vox Machina?
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you think as someone who hasn't
seen it? Yeah.
So I haven't seen the campaign, and I've only watched episode 1. But I tell you what, I do like the art style. I thought it was pretty nice.
Yeah.
And I also like how they've kind of already set up what's going on in the first episode.
Yeah.
Well, as a bit of context, the first episode wasn't actually in the show.
Oh,
that's all
okay.
Pre-stream content.
Yeah, the first 2 episodes, because originally they were like, we're gonna just do 4 episodes absolute max if we meet our goal, and we're gonna spend half of it in our money. Yeah, and then they not only smashed I think they got 1,000% of their goal or something.
Oh wow!
And then also Amazon were we'll
Amazon's picked it up, so it could go on indefinitely.
That's pretty cool.
I think, yeah, man. But yeah, so what do you think? How many episodes you watched?
I mean, I've only watched 1, so.
Oh, okay.
I haven't really I don't really know too much of the story yet, but I do know though that Is it David Tennant's voicing one of the guys?
David
in the-
Tennant,
Yes,
yes, voices
he's
General Krieg.
Like that. When I heard that, I was like, okay, this must be a big deal then, right?
Oh, mate, have you seen the voice acting talent on it? Like,
I
don't,
did
how up to date are you with like famous voice actors? Because it's got like.
Well, I'm not.
Do you
I'm
know the
honest.
lowdown on famous voice actors?
I don't.
Well, I didn't used to be, but because I got really into Critical Role, and they are all like reasonably famous voice actors with like Laura Bailey and Matt Mercer. Yeah, they're like actually proper famous voice actors.
Yeah.
So like, I literally saw this interview with Sam Riegel, who's Scanlan, and he was like, yeah. So for the show, they were like, who do we want to get? And they literally all just started calling their friends. They were like, do you want to be in our show? Do you want to be in our show? Do you want to... Only a few of them did they like reach out via like a company. Most of them were recruited just by them phoning people. Like the lady who voice acts for Azula. I'm not going to tell you who she is, but she's in the show. So Stephanie Beatriz, I think her name is. You may know her as Rosa Diaz, or
in
as
Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
or as the main character in Encanto.
Right, okay.
Mirabelle.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen Encanto, but
also the star of the play 222, which is currently playing in London.
Right, guys, name time. Get them name brains out.
Oh, okay. Oh god. Okay. And this is for
Well, you've got
thing. Is it for the?
You've got the big city, right? The big city's done.
Yeah. Sometimes killing the supporters of the older ones. It's ironic as they hate the Dark Elves because of their backstabbing nature. Ooh! Well, we have a dry player in the...
Oh, don't. I will
on
die
the
on
today.
this. I'll die on this fucking hill. Tell me Caddy is not like the hottest elf we've ever had on,
but
game. Like,
he's got stars for eyes.
yeah, he's literally... Although, you weren't... So, like, just before we ended the campaign, you know how, like, it went to shit and it was, like, the best games we ever played. Right towards the end, Chris's character was like, we were just trying to clear, like, a ruined building, and it was covered in, like, plants and stuff. And I was like, I got this. He was like, it's a shame Elias isn't here to deal with these walls and this overgrowth. And I was like, I'm a druid, I'll do it. And he's like, you're a druid? And I was like, yeah. He's like, I've only ever seen you do, like, evil, dark magic that, like, corrupts the soul and, like, disintegrates things. And I was like, wow, I've come a long way.
Oh.
Yeah, man.
Damn. I'm sad that I couldn't get back into that before it ended.
Oh, so good. So good. We literally spent the last, like, every session being like, where the fuck is Felia? Where is she? Me and Elias did a full, like, we did, like, an anti-Zuko plotline, is I think what we did. You know, like, he gets, like, he, like, sees the error in his ways, he's like, it's indoctrination, I've just been, like, taught to think this. We were the opposite, we were like, no, the ends justifies the means, for the greater good, we'll be on the right side of history, whether you like it or not.
I wonder what, because Felia was doing a Zuko. She was going.
Yeah, exactly.
So
we were
literally
like, that would be.
It.
Man, we were trying to kill each other by the end. Like,
god damn. Right, name Tom. Kailib.
Sorry.
Right.
Kremgard.
Yes. No, do that, please.
Kremgard. Yes. It's named thus because that is actually where cream was first made on the continent, and that is where the name comes from.
Kremgard. A nice nod to the whipped
next
cream.
door to Whiskard,
Whiskard,
which is where the whisk was invented, and now I can whisk cream on your continent.
You got
Whiskard.
backstories to your places. Oh god.
That's pretty good, actually. And it actually makes sense because Whiskard could be read as like Wizgard, Wiseguard.
Yeah, man.
So
like everyone's like, the name means wisdom, but like their city crest is a
if
whisk.
you know, you know.
Like, yeah, like if you're an icky, you like.
If you're one of the 7 viewers of this stream, you will know that it is not Wiseguard, it is Whiskard.
It's Whiskard.
Druids on my world don't exist on the main nation, but in the Wood Elves tribes on the New World, just like the natives, the Old World nations, just name those guys weed grain agricultural mages and let them do their jobs. It's a very peaceful job in my world, unless demons come and massacre everyone and then eat them. I guess that would really ruin any job.
Yeah. I always think that, like, when you have fantasy worlds or like novels or anything where there is a group of people that are just like, we make shit grow and we like do the harvest and we protect the planet, and then there's like this other urbanizing force that just like massacres them. Like, displacement is one thing, but when they like go out of their way to kill them, I'm like, what benefit does this have other than like pure evil? I'm always like, it's really interesting. You see it a lot. Like, you see it in like bloody Lord of the Rings of all things, you know?
Yeah, well, speaking of Lord of the Rings, the new thingy was announced, wasn't it? The name for it and the release date.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings. It's set during Celebrimbor and Sauron's Forging of the Rings, which I'm very excited for.
Yeah.
I've been
Tom,
revealed in Silmarillion.
Give me a name.
Right, okay. I like the sound of it, but I haven't got a backstory for it. I've got Tippelgard.
Tippelgard?
Yeah.
So why Tippelgard? Now you have to come up with a backstory on the name.
Right, okay, let's have a think of this. Okay.
Perhaps, like, you know the phrase, I'll just have a tipple?
Yeah.
Perhaps once there was a public event where a noble was nervous and their friend was like, "Here, just have a drink," and then he embarrassed himself on stage. And from then on, it was known as just have a tipple, as in Tippelgard.
And that's the story.
Oh,
What I've got or nothing.
Thank you for that backstory, Tom.
I'm sorry. I'm in world creator mode. I haven't made a world for like a year. I'm sorry, Tom. Have the next 3. You got this.
Next 3. I've only got one more. Okay, right. Let's think. Well, I don't know. The next one I've got is Relgard, spelled Rhelgard.
Rhelgard. That's quite pretty good. We are not there yet. I need to draw them first.
Oh gosh. Okay.
But yes.
Backstory. Okay, here we go. Relgard.
Yes, come up with a backstory for Relgard.
There was a guy from Tippelgard.
Ooh.
And his name was Rel.
Yeah.
And he was the brother of the guy who came up with Tippelgard. And he became a fancy guy. And
I thought you were about to say he became a fascist.
Oh, in Aasimar society, never.
That could be part of your story. Who knows? And he became a very wealthy man, and that's kind of the story.
Wasn't he just has a town named after him because of what? His wealth?
His wealth, yeah. Go on, let's do that.
If I can, I would say some lore and name a province. I mean, please, we would love the chat input as well, because...
Yeah, please.
To be fair, like, you say fascism. Are you telling me in any world where Aasimar are not still, like, God-connected, where they're just a race, that they wouldn't be fascists? Like, they have such huge, like, we are the superior being energy.
Yes, they are very egotistical.
Yeah, man. Like, oh, we're literally angels. I'm sorry, half-orcs. You want to share our land?
Ego guard and narcissism guard. Narcissism guard. I think I might be a bit too on the nose. Narsheim, if it's Norse themed, right? Well, I'm going for the Heim is the duchies themselves, whereas the provinces are guard.
Oh, guard. Okay, yeah.
So Allagards is the capital of Allaheim.
Yeah.
Which I think sounds nice.
Who had settled the region before the Aasimar arrived?
Well, the Aasimar were just kind of plopped onto here. Well, the entire continent was like humans, and now the humans are gone. They're
Perhaps you could
Dead.
throw some like old human names in just the middle of the countryside, and it could be a nod to maybe there's some big
Oh.
ruins there. Like how we still have Roman names for stuff in the UK,
Yes. Yeah.
or even Celtic in some places.
Yeah.
Shropshire comes to mind, which is a bastard Celt Roman Norse name.
Yeah. Well, explain the story if you know it.
It's because the Shire is obviously Old English. The Shrop is the Norse bastardization of the pre-existing Roman name for the area. It's like how there's a town called Hill. It's Torpin Hill because Tor is the Celt name for hill. Pin is like hill, so they were like, oh, Tor Hill, the Norse, so they were like, oh, Torpin, so Tor Hill. And then the next people that got there, they were like Torpin Hill because they didn't understand the first two languages either.
That's pretty stupid.
Well, it's like how there's 7 river Avons in the UK because the Romans showed up. They were like, "What's that?" And the Celts all went river.
Oh yeah. Which was Avon.
And this is Avon.
Yeah.
I like White Cyclo's lore that he's put in chat. Sounds
Oh,
pretty
let's have a
good.
read.
Calendria's Hall, being Calendria, a healer in the Old Empire, and she helped everyone with magic. She then constructed a city-state on her name, then made it a hub of medical attention on the kingdom. After she knelt under the emperor, she became the imperial healer and even healed the emperor's son on almost deathbed situation. Calendria's Hall. Ooh.
Yeah, having a region named after like
Too
a
many
folk
hills
hero
were
is
spoken
cool.
in this conversation. I mean, at least look, you know now that Torpin
Hill.
Just a bit of useless knowledge that you can share with anyone.
Yeah, I'm living with a linguist, so I get all the weird language facts.
I like language facts. What are your opinions on language facts, Tom?
Language facts.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's quite a specific thing. I don't know. Give me a language fact.
Go on, Aaron, give us a language fact.
Okay. Language facts.
Quickly search as Google.
No, I mean, you'd be able to see if I did.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to find the one misspelled here. There we go. There we go.
Give us a Northern Irish. What's the Lanigan mean out of Slieve Lanigan? It's Lanigan Mountain.
I have no idea. You think I
You
know stuff
fucking
about
knob.
my home culture?
We marched up that mountain.
We did.
And you were like,
marched up
my
the wrong
dad's
bloody
the
side of it."
ranger. I am one with the land. I'm in my element. Come on, man, sort it out.
Yeah. So, the Mourne Mountains is a very nice place to visit if you ever find yourself in Northern Ireland. Anyone. Ever.
Anyone.
Anyone
Just do
happens to
not
find
walk
themselves in
up
Northern Ireland.
Slieve Lamagan from the wrong track, because it's a very steep climb and a very annoying trek back down. And if you
It was
do,
fun.
don't leave 2 people at the base, or they'll be incredibly bored.
I mean, that's their problem. Like, many Brazilian phrases come from World War II, when Brazilian soldiers lived with American ones. I don't exactly remember the invented and confronted phrases, but they all changed the Brazilian dictionary. That is quite interesting.
Cool.
That is. Oh, by the way,
Oh.
White Cyclop BR is Brazilian, just in case you hadn't picked that up. He had mentioned. I presume that's what the BR at the end of the name means. Maybe?
Or he's just very cold. Brr. That's terrible. That's a terrible joke.
Well, I don't know if you guys know this, but one of the guys we went to uni with, and we went to karaoke with a few times,
Oh god.
is quite large on YouTube with quite a lot of followers. He talks about Old English language and stuff.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's cool.
Simon Roper. I don't know if you guys have seen.
No.
He was going to come on the country pub crawl, but didn't.
No. Honestly,
Yeah.
mate, that pub crawl, anything about that pub crawl, I remember like less than half. I did a pint in every single one of those pubs and shots beside. I'm surprised I made it.
I know. I'm surprised anyone actually made it.
Wait, did we? Was that the first year one?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
did we do another pub crawl?
We
Yeah.
did, yes, I think.
Did we?
Oh,
maybe
we
we did.
Star Wars
Oh, well,
one. We did
I
Star Wars one.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, we
yeah.
did the Star Wars one, yeah. But that was a lot far fewer people. It wasn't for charity. I can't believe we did a pub crawl for charity.
Yeah,
I
why
tell
not?
people about it and they're like, wait, hang on. You got people to pay you to go on a pub crawl?
Yeah, man.
ISBR means Brazil for Brazilian. Yeah. Like Americans would say in English, and then the Brazilians would think it's another thing, and they would come back. They begin talking incorrectly. This became a catch, and the dictionary added more words. Yeah. Right, that's a lot like the Avon thing then.
Yeah. Or similarly, I can't remember what they're called, but like the famously like least inhabited islands where it has like 1,000 people living on them, on the like a group of small islands in the Pacific Ocean. When Captain Cook's boys showed up with or like not them, but like European settlers, they had dogs on the ship, and the dogs got loose, and they propagated, and those packs of dogs still roam those islands just free. There's just a pack of dogs from those European settlers' descent, and they just do the islands that are uninhabited. But the word for that island people have for a dog is come here, because they heard the Europeans saying come here to the dogs all the time, and they're not native to the region.
Oh.
So their word for dog is just come here. Like, come here, come here.
Cool. Well, it's like I don't know if I just heard this or something, but you know the Japanese word for thank you, arigato, is very similar to the Portuguese word for thank you, obrigado.
Sure.
Why up? You can tell me how bad my pronunciation was there, as a native speaker of the language. But it's when the Portuguese showed up in Japan during feudal Japan, they didn't really have a word that was a kind of a direct translation for thank you or something like that. So they would pick it up from the Portuguese, merchants and whatnot. Obrigado. That became arigato.
That's quite cool.
Seeing as I'm almost time for me to go, I know it's already 10 o'clock here almost.
Oh my god, yeah.
Shall I just quickly
Where did the last hour go?
I know, right? We've been doing this for almost an hour and a half.
And I've added 4 provinces.
Oh, buddy, come on.
This is, I mean, just when the conversation is fire, that face when, that lack of progress when.
But yes, seeing as if I'm going in a few minutes, shall I just quickly go over some other stuff from the Pokemon game?
Yeah.
Hit us with your top stuff, Tom.
Right. Okay. So, I think one of the main things that people were kind of looking forward to about this game was that it was a different different take. Yeah, different style on like the main series of Pokemon games.
I know I felt that as well. But for me, menu based and top down kind of explorer games, RPGs like that, I've not ever really been particularly interested in. So the new 3D kind of open world aesthetic of it. I was a little disappointed to find out that it was still menu based combat, but
Right, yeah.
no, I think it was definitely a step in the right direction for people who like more of an actiony thing.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think when it comes to like Game Freak making games, I think they have like a time limit of like what they can do, because money. And so like, I was actually kind of glad that they didn't keep the exact same kind of like turn-based format, because you can like change whether you want to like potentially attack twice, or wait and do a stronger move, but you would have less action time. I think they've got like an action counter on the right hand side. I don't know if you've seen that or not yet.
I have not noticed that, no.
Ah, okay. Oh, well, how far are you in the game then?
I'm still in the first region.
Okay,
I've got 2 stars.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I think there's a button you can press and it like pops up on the battle screen. But the fact that they've kind of changed the core elements of like Pokemon, even if it's just a small thing, is like quite a big step for them.
Yeah.
I doubt they will continue that onto like, I don't know, like the next generation where they have like a proper competitive scene or not. But like other things as well, like I think it depends like whether you want spoilers or not.
Nah, keep the spoilers down because yeah.
Yeah.
We will not be spoiling anyone.
It's not a story spoiler, but it's like a mechanic spoiler. So
I mean,
no,
I'll take a mechanic spoiler. I'll take a mechanic spoiler.
I don't really mind about mechanic spoilers.
Yeah, give me a mechanic spoiler.
All right then. Okay. So at some point in the game, you will. I'm gonna say it's like being spoiled. You won't use Pokemon to battle.
Do I get to punch a fucking Mr. Mime in the face, or a bastard Zubat? Those bastard Zubats from Gen 4. I would love to kick the shit out of a bastard Zubat. That would be my dream.
Live that childhood dream.
Yeah, man, I fucking hate those
step. That really could be the next step. I don't know. But you're on the right lines though. There is. Okay, so obviously it's Pokemon, so they're not gonna like let you beat up Pokemon, but
God
maybe soon. But you
Come
get
on, Game Freak.
you get to like throw these like man-made bombs at these Pokemon that are like really angry. And so instead of you throwing Pokeballs at them, which you can't do because they're too strong, you kind of have to dodge their attacks as the trainer, and you have to throw bombs at them, and they have almost like a boss health bar at the top of the screen.
So they've made them bombs so that it's safe, but really what you're doing is you're Dark Souls rolling and nursing.
Look
then
at this
pelting it
dude's
with rocks.
face on the stream, by the way.
Oh wow, that is a lovely man.
Yeah, and then pelting them with rocks, like stoning a bear to death. That's essentially what you're doing. You're like
pretty much. And I mean, like, it's a first step in the right direction, I think, for something that's not or something that's very different to a Pokemon game. But I thought it was so cool to have that kind of different mechanic in the game, and eventually it does get pretty difficult. I will say I've lost a fair few times on those Pokemon. So I really did enjoy that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I love a hard fight. You know,
a nice mix-up as well.
Oh man, there is. Okay, it's not a spoiler, but there is one point in the game where I thought it was literally impossible. So I don't know whether you enjoy really difficult Pokemon games. Like, no, there isn't really one, but
No, I was gonna say there isn't really a Dark Souls of Pokemon.
I mean, I suppose Cynthia was pretty difficult in BDSP, Brilliant Diamond Shine Pearl. But like,
Oh, is
yeah,
that's
yeah,
the street name for
the street name for it? Yeah, this is what the cool kids say.
BDSP. I thought that was like a one of the PSP or PS Vita like shoot-offs when you first said it.
Oh yeah, I suppose it kind of does sound, doesn't it?
BDSP.
Yeah. So I mean, I suspect you can probably tell this, Aaron, but the graphics are not the best.
Well, they're Switch graphics.
Yes. Well, I mean, I suppose like if you compare it to like Breath of the Wild, like Breath of the Wild looks really good for like.
It looks really good, but it's still got a very limited.
Yeah.
Graphical kind of thing.
When you compare like Pokemon to Breath of the Wild, it does look pretty poor. Like it's got to be like, I don't know. People compare it to like a PS2 game, so it's not. It doesn't look the best, but I mean, in terms of like kind of like what it's aiming for, it really hits. Because I really did not like Sword and Shield at all.
No.
No. The music, as usual, was very good.
Why didn't you like Sword and Shield?
Well, I mean, when it came to the story for most of it, it was kind of like things were happening, but you were not there to experience it. So like I think there was like these massive explosions, but like you wouldn't be able to see what was going on, and you were kind of like taken away to carry on with the journey, which I thought was quite frustrating. The competitive scene actually is pretty good in Sword and Shield, so I will give it that. But if you kind of like chat to like I suppose like hardcore Pokemon fans, they would say it's definitely one of the weakest Pokemon games. Even though I don't know whether you guys know this, it is actually I think now the second best selling Pokemon game of all time.
What?
What's the first?
Sword?
Number one.
So number one's Red and Blue. So it goes Red and Blue, then Sword and Shield, and I think Gold and Silver. So it sold pretty good. I think it sold like 23 million copies or something. So yeah, it's not too bad actually.
White Cyclops, you got an idea for county lore name and characters? Let us hear it. Pop it in the chat.
Oh,
Calendria is a very ASMR name as well. Just looking at the previous suggestion. Calendria.
Please call your character Bob.
No, not.
I love the name Bob. I wish I was called Bob.
You want something like Utavel or
Oh,
Calisanthe, or like something with a lot of like high vowel sounds.
Yeah.
A lot of alternating vowels and consonants. You know, ending with a vowel.
Yes. Oh, you just
or like an L.
Echoey there for a second.
Oh, sorry, I'm in my kitchen.
Ending with a vowel.
Vowel.
Oh, this guy is not as diseased looking as the last guy. Still naked though. Why is he naked?
Where's his nose? Oh, there it is.
Maybe all the ASMR, because they're such perfect beings, don't wear clothes.
And then why do the halflings look identical to them? Every time
because they are hedonists. Because halflings are hedonists, Aaron, and they do what they want.
This is based on a city lord and lore of my world, but okay. The city province name would be Kalinstra Harbor, led by Cassius Kalinstra. Kalinstra in my world is a jewel that is used on temples. So you said this kingdom is a sacred one. Ooh. Harbor. Well, I mean, we've got a lot of places where harbors could be useful here, as it is an archipelago kingdom. So Cassius would be very rich as he trades with the church. I think that way would allow him to have land. Yeah, one of these just islands could just be led by Cassius Calinstra, a merchant.
Cassius is it's very Roman. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roman
imperialist. Yeah.
No, that's because there's so many provinces here that need names. But anyway, there is right. So what I need to do is find out why the fuck these baronies and stuff like that are crashing the game, and then I can carry on. But now, like this, basically putting this new province in has allowed me to see that it still allows me to do that. Still works like that. Maybe I just need to update some of the more background to stuff to fit with the new DLC or the new update. Yeah, that's the word. So I think now is a good point to leave off for this stream. I've haven't had much progress. Oh, well, you need to go.
Oh yeah, I was about to say I need to go.
yeah, that was good timing. Cliffstar Harbor would be like Castle and Rock, full of mines and etc. Cassius was based on real Cassius, the most rich man in robot. Yes. Cassius. I cannot remember his family name, or his middle name, which most Romans had. Wasn't he the one who had gold poured down his throat or something?
Oh God, what?
A rich man in Rome.
That's a hot way to die. Like, if you're gonna get murdered, have gold poured down your throat. That's pretty hot.
Yeah,
I like that.
White Cyclops, sorry about the thing. Well, I've clearly got a lot of issues to sort out here with the new update, which is very, very annoying. But hopefully next Sunday we can afford to get more time. I'll be able to get out of work at a reasonable time, start the stream on time, and if anyone, I will have guests. I don't know if either of you would want to come back next week, or if you might be too busy.
I've really enjoyed this, to be honest.
You would like to come back, Tom?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then throughout the week, get on.
I could probably jump on.
Yes.
If I get back from boxing early enough, I could jump on after a shower.
Probably gonna get choked by gold death on my story. Thanks, real Cassius. Cassius's death inspiring the deaths of fictional Cassius. No, yeah. So next week I will figure out what's going on here. I'll try my best to fix the mod, and then we can carry on and actually get some progress done next week. But yeah. So when is next live? Be next Sunday. I want to make this a weekly thing where every Sunday we'll do a stream with the mod and we just chat about whatever we want to chat about, I guess.
Yeah.
While it goes on.
Well, what we could do as well, because this week I'm behind because I'm watching it with Hannah because she was in London. No, she was in Edinburgh this weekend. But we could add The Legend of Vox Machina to the chat because it comes out every week in time.
To the talk, yes.
The talk.
So, yeah. Well, it could be next. To be fair, the next stream we have could be at some point during the week. I might do another one. It's just that the only time slot that I can get where I can get a guest as well and just reliably get on at that time is Sunday evening, because it's the only time there I won't be in work. Or reliably in work. So, next Sunday stream will be there. Thank you guys for joining me.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
We're actually streaming from 3 countries right now.
We are.
Oh,
we are. We actually are. We're streaming from 3 countries. Yeah.
International.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah. Could you tell we weren't in the same room?
Yeah.
Microphone volume. From 7 to 4 on. I'm working with. Yeah. So probably same time next week, 8 o'clock we'll be on, and yeah. Thank you everyone for watching. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.